talking to Yellow Wolf about this too. Like sometimes like the most special artists in the world are meant to be like martyrs in ways. Like we go through things, and artists are naturally kind of more sensitive. They're more, you feel things deeper, you think of them deeper. So, you know, our pain is our gift, bro. That's what we
100%
turns us into something. You know, all the most painful shit we went in our life turned us into someone else. For the
Literally.
better. For the better. Or man, sometimes for the worse.
Made
but
us stronger.
But it could turn you for the better, you know?
You know, even with you mentioning that, like myself, you know, I'm a designer. I make clothes full time. I don't necessarily do music, but, you know, through the shit that I've been through, I've been able to express myself.
Channel it,
you know what I mean? And almost like share better art just because of the pain. It could be indirectly. It doesn't have to be something that coincides with what you went through.
I wrote something in this book I wrote that says, in order for anything to live, so many things must die. And it's just,
you dropping bars today.
Like it's just it's the truth,
You are,
know.
bro.
Like anything, bro. You want to make something beautiful, even a flower, bro. So many things have to decay and die just for that flower to come about, and that's like essentially all creativity. You know, we're made in the image of God. God's a creator. You know, that's
You speak of words. You speak of these words like words have a meaning to you, right?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's good? Back with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about an artist, Caskey. Now I don't know if I'm saying that name correctly. I do believe it's pronounced Caskey. I could be wrong, so my apologies. But I just recently found this guy, actually probably about like 5 or 6 months ago. He dropped a freestyle on the Kendrick Lamar Feel song. I highly recommend you like peep the song. There's a lot of storytelling kind of vibes in the freestyle. He talks about his relationship with Birdman. He talks about how apparently he's got a lot of respect for Yellow Wolf, who's good buddies with me. He even mentions him a couple times in this No Jumper interview that those clips from the beginning come from. Actually, it was a really good interview. I also recommend checking out that whole interview after you finish this video, man. But anyways, I wanted to signal boost this artist because I think he's a really cool guy. I think he's really interesting, okay? And also the thing is that I think he's like the quintessential artist. He's essentially like what our goal as an artist should be. The way we serve society best, like he's got it down to a T, right? So what is the goal of an artist at the end of the day, or like what is the purpose more so? What purpose does art, particularly musical art, serve in society? Art is expression, art is communication, right? And so a lot of that is derivative from pain. And there's a lot of deep emotion, complex emotion that can't really be fully explained with words. And so accompanying it with different instrumental sounds and then being able, it's something about the poetic nature of like rhyming the words and saying it in like kind of like a creative sense that like even like those same words that if you rap them and put them in a rhyme, it hits different than if I were to just speak the words. So basically that's what it is. You're taking an emotion, a feeling, capturing that in a bubble, and you're trying to share it out with an audience in hopes that you can maybe teach for someone to grow, someone could maybe relate, to help to heal, things of that nature. The ultimate goal when making a song, when making a work of art, is you want to make something that is transcendent, something that when the listeners are listening to, they are transcendent to a different plane of existing, whatever that may be, whatever vibe you're trying to hit. You want to completely, when that person hears your song, you want that vibe to completely transform everything, you know, their mental, their world, their psyche, their attitude, demeanor. Like, so if I make a happy song, if it's transcendent, then when you hear that song, no matter how hard you try to fight it, you're gonna want to get up and dance to the beat. You're gonna want to smile. It's gonna make you feel good. It's gonna give you energy. If I wanted to make like a dark, gritty song, same thing. You would feel the intensity, the anxiety, the raw, gritty realness of it. Like, so that's the goal of art, is you want to make something that you could literally like you could feel what the emotion that you're trying to communicate is. Art is communication. Now, for artists to be able to make something of that nature, it's the reason why most artists usually have tragic backstories, why they usually grew up in bad areas or hard households, or they have some sort of mental, personal issues, or they just feel like a loner, right? They just don't feel like they fit into society. It's something that all artists go through, that you have to be able to suffer to then show the world that pain and relate that pain. My pain has to be greater than most so that I can rightly communicate that pain to you. And then also, if my pain is greater and I overcome it, I can communicate even more happiness and joy and triumphantness, being able to overcome, right, adversity. And you see people that they maybe come from a more privileged background, or someone is maybe like an industry plant or whatever, and it doesn't hit the same. They're not as transcendent. It doesn't feel as raw. They're not communicating the emotion. It just feels like music sometimes. It just feels like mainstream poppy bullshit music. And the reason being is because you really do need to go through it to be an artist, to truly make this transcendent kind of music, right? You got to be an artist. A good example of someone that I have even made a song with in the past is Rose Malay, right? The bitch has like rich ass parents, which I don't know why like she doesn't just get her parents to like make her career pop off, but whatever. But basically, the reason why her music sucks is because she doesn't fucking have any like pain. She doesn't have any suffering. That's exactly the type of stupid shit that leads her to like having positions like thinking like, oh yeah, it's wrong to kill a rapist. Like if someone, she had a stupid position once in some debate, she's notorious for now, where she said that like if someone was raping you, that it would be morally wrong to enact violence to stop that rape. Dude, that's self-defense. A rape is like the most violent thing you could fucking do to someone, dude. You could do it if that person like crosses that level of a boundary, that level of a line, you could do whatever the fuck you want to them at that point, like it's free game at that point. But that's all besides the point. But the point is you gotta struggle. It's gotta come from the struggle. Real gonna recognize real, and if you don't have the pain to communicate that and make a transcendent form of art, people are gonna realize it. The real ones are gonna recognize it, and no one's gonna listen to that shit because they can't feel it. Art is all about feeling. And the other big part of what Caskey was talking about here is sacrifice. Now, if anything beautiful is gonna grow, so many things must die. Now, if you want to do something exponential, like become a artist, which is no small feat. This is the most competitive industry you could fucking think of, right? So if you want to do this, you have to be all in. You have to have no doubt. That means no fucking plan B. You need to decide that this or death. Do or fucking die. Get rich or die fucking trying. You're gonna do this or you're gonna do nothing. And you need to understand that everyone in your circle has to be of that same mindset and that same level, or else they're going to drag you down, and you will not be successful in this competitive industry where other people have circles and camps of people that do support them. So that means that you got to cut off people that say stupid fucking shit like, oh, you have a plan B, or that's not smarter, it's not going to work, or you should go to college, or you should do this. Cut them off. It's people that I knew for fucking 15 years I had to cut off because they were on bullshit and they were fucking up my mental while I'm trying to do one of the most incredible and hard things ever, is get this career off the ground. It takes a lot of sacrifice. You got to give your life to this music shit. For real, dude. Family will treat you different. Friends will treat you different. You're gonna be in the public eye. You're gonna face scrutiny. You're gonna work your ass off on art that you're proud of. Put it out in the public and people are gonna shit all over it. You gotta be ready for all of that. If you want anything beautiful to grow, so many things must die. Anyways, peace out, bitches. Have a good one.